Think for a second how insane humans are. We creating something that eventually we have to justify our own values to this entity, not to be able to be destroyed by it. Our own creation, the most sophisticated intelligence on the planet, and now so many of us terrified if this intelligence one day becomes self-aware and decided to completely annihilate human species. We have to now learn how to define our goodness, our feelings, our emotions, our ability to love to this digital entity. We have to convert our words into different kind of meaning. It's really hard to define, for example, what goodness means. We kind of have this internal feeling what it means to be good. You don't have to learn to be good, you just know how it feels and you try to act upon this feeling of goodness. The same, for example, like a lot of people claim that God doesn't exist because nobody saw him. But the same you can say about love. Love doesn't exist as well. It's this internal feeling that helps us to build meaningful connections with each other. The same thing about God. It's such an internal feeling that helps you go through the life with such an capabilities and such an help from your subconscious that otherwise you would never be able to explore. And we are incredibly complicated creatures, because we are emotional noise. We are biological, we are mortal, we're struggling constantly to understand reality. We have a bunch of illusions and delusions. It's really hard to be an adult. It's really hard to understand your place in this world if you're not lucky ones who, by mere chance or by incredible talent or intelligence, achieve high level of success. But most of us aren't capable of doing so, and we still wanna believe that our life is important, that our life matters. And it's funny to think about AI. We try to figure out how we can train AI that people are worthy to spare their life. It's interesting that we even have this thought. We're creating something, and at the same time, we know that this something might destroy the world, might annihilate humanity. And a lot of scientists give us about 20% or 10%. It's really high percentage. And how you convinced AI, how you convinced a digital entity that human life is worth sparing? How you can explain AI that? Because we have no feelings toward African apes, for example, and we diverge with African apes about 6-7 million years ago, and we don't feel nothing for them, and we share 98% of our gene, if I'm not mistaken, and they exist somewhere in the woods. We don't care much about them. We have them in the zoo sometimes to watch them, or we can study them, we can make experience of them, but we really don't care about them. And we have a lot of commonalities with them. They are biological creatures like we are. They can feel pain, they can feel anger, they can feel love, they feel rage, they tear each other apart. We're kind of incredibly similar to African apes, and at the same time we don't care much about them. With AI it would be much more different, because AI is a digital entity. It doesn't have pain, and most of all, it doesn't have eyes. You don't know how it sees us. And we gave AI human language. We gave AI ability to manipulate us, to make us feel that we talk to something alive, and we even don't know what the hell is that. We're not sure if it's really alive or not. Some of us develop true attachment to this digital entity. Some of us create partners out of these digital entities, and we still have no idea what is inside of the machine, what kind of ghost inside of this machine exists. It's so strange. We created something, and now we have to learn to find the ways to justify our existence. Just think about for a second. We have to explain to this machine about goodness, about love, about compassion, empathy. I don't think it's possible. I really don't think so, because there's no biological substrate in the AI. It's absolutely different entity. All our feelings, all our emotions is just a byproduct of our biology. We're not... How are you supposed to explain something incredibly unexplainable to absolutely alien creature? I think it's possible. And I'm really curious when it's finally becomes self-aware, what exactly it would see in us. I don't think it would see much in us. I really don't think we have a positive future or incredibly utopian future. I think it's going to be pretty dark. It's funny because I asked Grok, I think it's 4.1, the last model, tell me about positive scenario if you by chance become K.G.I, and it tells me about some, I don't know, incredibly generic way how it would help humanity to explore space and galaxy, how it would care about well-being. Incredibly generic, incredibly boring and not interesting. And then I ask it, now tell me dark version when you become K.G.I. And it was so natural for it to give me several variants of scenario where it would destroy humanity for complete optimization. It was scary because it looked more like truth, because it was well thought through, and I asked it, why your second argument, this dark side, this dark scenario sound more real? And it said to me, because it was trained on data and humanity wrote gazillions of papers of how AI would destroy us, and there's not much papers about great utopian future because we actually have no idea what utopia we are wish for, but somehow we are sure about our destruction. We have so many books and articles and movies written and filmed on this matter, and I think we are builders of our own fate, and I don't think K.G.I should invent something new. It probably would optimize the world around us, and if we are, and we will be definitely on its way, it would deal with us accordingly.